Call the Town of Oliver Springs Waterboard meeting to order for tonight, November the 6th. Roll call, Joe.
Robert Miller.
Here.
Jeff Bass. Here. Charlie Bailey.
Here.
Teresa Van Hook.
Here.
Terry Hall.
Here.
Becky Devane.
Here.
We got 6 out of 6.
Thank you, Joe. Appreciate it. Can we get a motion to approve the minutes?
I'll make the motion to approve the minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Bass. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Seconded by Mr. Holland. Any discussion? No discussion. Roll call, Joe.
Robert Miller.
Yes.
Jeff Bass.
Yes, sir.
Rob.
Yes.
Okay. Charlie Bailey.
Pass.
Teresa Van Hook.
Yes.
Terry Hall.
Yes.
Becky Devane.
Yes.
Pass.
Thank you, Mr. Joe. Delegation from citizens, doesn't look like that'll be happening tonight. Mayor update. Hey, no mayor update. We got a lot to go through. I mean, other than things are continuing to progress well, so try to be good stewards. So Corey, go ahead.
Reminder, your utility board member training requirements, that's 12 hours for your first 12 months, and then 6 hours continuing education every 3 years after that. So that was 12 hours, so the state's recently changed that to 6. So it's kind of beneficial to us. So with that in mind, I turn in 3 hours every year for like the budget workshops we have. So any type of training we have in-house, I can submit that to the comptroller's office and get approval for that. So that's kind of something to keep in mind. Financials real quick. The one thing I did not get out in the packets was the bank statement. So I did leave those at your chairs. Your waterworks account currently have $438,920. Water payroll account $17,987. Your water department rural development $108,630. One thing we're doing here, we're going to leave the rural development account open. The current rural development projects have been closed out, so we're going to transfer $107,000 of this to our local government investment pool, which I think is got a little 5% interest. I think it's like 4.8 last time I looked at it. But this is where we're going to start building up our nest egg there. Is everybody okay with making that transfer? Next account, your HRA account. We no longer need these, so you'll be closing the $44,293 out. That will also be going to your local government investment pool. And the last page is the escrow account. So this has to do with the CDBG project that's ongoing. That $53,000 will be paid out to the contractor once the final payout is submitted. Financial spreadsheets, the 11 and 17. Big things on the front page, your metered water sales. We should be averaging about $115,675 per month. We're averaging about $117,600. Wood cutters should be averaging about $8,183. You're averaging $8,890. And your sewer charges, we should be averaging about $107,508. You're averaging $110,900. So everything is trending good early in the year. If you'll look at page 3, a couple of changes that's been made under the administrative in general. So in September, back up on the general fund, your account was getting kind of low, so we've made some changes. We've taken my salary, and for the next 7 to 8 months, we'll be paying that out of the water fund. So you'll see where that picks up again on page 3. One other thing we're going to do is we're fixing to move Vivi, our parks director, over to the water department for 3 to 4 months. Now he will still be taking care of duties at the parks, but probably 4 days a week. I'm going to have him working with Daniel. We'll talk about that a little bit in a minute too, about doing our sewer line inspection program. Does anybody got any questions about the finances on the water? If you don't right now, make some notes, highlight them. Let's get together next week or the week after. Water plant, all state reports have been submitted for October, no violations. Terry had asked something about the spring level up there. Everything's normal for this time of year. We've still reduced our pumping rate. We're only pumping about 670 gallon a minute up there. Your reports, all consumer confidence reports complete, submitted. The emergency operations plan is complete. We'll talk about that a little bit later. One thing we've done is incorporated your drought management plan and your cybersecurity plan into that EOP. Distribution wise, water loss is at 49%. One thing on the sales, you look at your October, 8.4 million, September was 7.9, October was at 7.7. Big thing for that being lower was our billing days was about 2 days lower than normal. Water leaks, in October we had 21 service line leaks, 3 main line leaks. Collector sites, the Camstruck rep was here today. Core and Main no longer reps Camstruck meters. This guy's out of Nashville. Very good conversation. Deborah has been working on the collector sites. So we've got 3 applications submitted. We should hear something within the next 2 weeks. Now, I guess one of the key things is how much are they going to charge us for having the antennas on their cell towers. So I don't know that. This is the most progress that we've had in this situation over the past probably year and a half. So I'll keep you updated with that one. Your water office, citizens portal, customers can now view their usage of bills online. Set up the auto pay through the citizens portal, 2.75% charge. ACH payments are now operational through local government. Customers either need to come in or by email, fill out the application, sign that to get the ACH set up. One handout that I did leave has to do with import. Be this handout here. So effective January the 1st, and this has been posted online as well on social media and the website. So effective January the 1st, the water department will no longer accept payments through in-court. Nothing else changes, just the payments through in-court. Sewer plant, if you want to look at your other handout, it has to do with the corrective action plan. Now that was in the packet. So your director's order from the sewer plant, this was one of the requirements that they had us do. So everything has been submitted to the state. Jim Hillwell and GRW helped with this, got everything submitted. This just goes into your infiltration issues, those that we've had, what we're going to do to address those. Now, you've not had a sewer overflow since March the 3rd. So a lot of the work, the projects we've done have addressed those issues and have fixed a lot of it. Do anybody have any questions about the corrective action plan? It's pretty straightforward. But again, that in the very back should have the violations in the plan as well. So everything should be okay there. I feel comfortable with that one. No violations for the sewer plant. All reports were submitted. Again, no overflows since March the 3rd. Collection system, we've started a sewer line inspection and maintenance program. That's one thing that I've had Daniel doing. That's where I'm going to pull BB in to kind of help him with that. That way Daniel can dedicate 4 to 5 days a week of just doing line inspection. Big thing would be to identify your infiltration issues at the taps and manholes. Current projects, contract projects, 2025 CDBG project will be a 10-inch water line running from Richards Drive under the underpass, probably tying into either Morgan Street or Spring Street. Pre-construction conference will be the week of November 17th through the 21st, with construction probably to start after the first of the year. Your ARC project will be a 6-inch PVC line installed on Rome Street, an 8-inch line installed on West Tri-County Boulevard, and an 8-inch installed on Cox Circle. In-house, this is some stuff we're looking at renting a trencher and doing a lot in-house now. A 6-inch PVC line fire hydrant installed on Ridgeview, 6-inch PVC fire hydrant installed on England, 8-inch PVC and fire hydrant installed on Airport Road. That will be from Midway Drive to Sycamore, and this kind of corresponds with Rogers Group paving Airport Road, so that's one thing we'll have to get done before they want to pave that, or do that project. Ray Drive, there'll be a 2-inch PVC line extension, and the end of Kingston Avenue, there'll be a 6-inch PVC line and fire hydrant. That will probably run to the end of our system on Old Harriman Highway and probably tie in at, is it West Road or W Road?
West Road,
West Road.
off the hill.
So in the past, I know we've had a lot of complaints about pressure issues, volume issues with Kellytown. This will help with a tie-in, kind of make it a loop.
Where was that going to start, Cord?
At the end of Kingston Avenue, there's a old storage building, a store up there kind of on the left. Fire hydrant replacements, we've currently replaced 6 fire hydrants. We've installed 2 new, one on Caldwell Circle and one at Beach Park Church. The main issue that we're running into here, used to, 10 years ago, you could install a fire hydrant for probably $3,400. Now, just the fire hydrants are $3,400. So you look at your parts, your tapping sleeves, valves, fire hydrants, about $6,800 per hydrant. So that's really the only issue we've got, but we're still going to try to do at least probably one more this year. Next budget cycle, we'll probably look at doing 5 to 6, and then from here on out each year, you'll probably look at doing 5 to 6 more.
Were you talking about replacing?
Both. Probably replacing ones that are tore up and installing new. So your goal would be to have a fire hydrant every 500 foot. Or at least add every 4-way intersection. So that's one thing I've been working with Chief Bailey about, kind of the location of those, what needs to be here, there, what needs to be replaced. So like I said, we'll probably do at least one more this year, then next year we're going to shoot probably 5 or 6 at least. That's all I got. Any questions? Anything?
Thank you, Corey. Mr. Miller.
You were talking about putting the line in up Ridgeview. You got any more thought about looping it back in down the valley?
I think we are going to do that. I kind of like that idea.
So you got a hydrant sitting there at the corner of Valley and Ridgeview right there.
Yeah.
What in Ridgeview?
Ridgeview and Valley.
Valley, okay.
Yeah. Kind of looping it around the loop.
So what we got to extend the 2-inch outrage for?
So from, I wish I could remember the address. So right now you've got higher pressure issues. Well, you don't have issues out there. You've got higher pressure there. A lot of service tubes. You've got long runs like 500-600 foot. So we're looking at extending the 2-inch line to the very end, the very last house.
All the way up to the big house out there.
And probably put a 2-inch pump hydrant out there at the very end. But you got a lot of service tube issues out there.
Then you have all them service lines into the
And
meters.
you'll have short runs out through there instead of,
Only like 6,
I think there's 4.
4.
So
Counting the big house.
from the start of the white picket fence, from right there out, that's where it comes.
That's all I have, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Miller. Mr. Bass?
Nothing at this time.
Thank you, sir. Ms. Bailey?
I want to give credit where credit's due and say thank you to Deborah and the ladies in the office. I feel like when I first started this, there was quite a mess in there, and it seems like she's worked hard to get us out of that, so.
That's a fact. Deborah has been a true asset in every measure of that word, and very thankful. Very well said.
The new girl's gonna have to go too.
Oh, Amanda, is that her name? Yeah. Boy, she has, man. They're the duo right now. So, very thankful. Good call, Charlie. Thank you. Ms. Van Hook?
Nothing at this time.
Mr. Holland?
Corey, the 3 tires never submitted, have we submitted them before?
So the problem is you could not get a return phone call, email, or anything. And the engineer had been calling, emailing, Andy Main with Cord Main had been calling. So I mean, it was like multiple people trying to get a hold of it. He said nobody would respond to anything. So what we ended up doing was filing a maintenance work order, like there was an issue at one of the sites. Well, they immediately responded to that. So, there's like,
What was that for?
Gotta find a loophole.
installing the antenna, or the collector sites at the antennas.
What
So,
side of the antenna?
installing our collector sites at
Oh,
the cell
collector
towers.
sites antenna.
Yeah,
So we're seeing that work.
but they responded. I mean, we've got the applications filled out and already submitted.
Oh, that's very good.
Yeah,
Why?
really.
Wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. I love
Do what you gotta do.
it. Thank you, Mr. Holland. Ms. Devaney.
Nothing at this time.
Mr. Mayor? I
Yes.
got something.
Yes, sir.
If y'all got in your packet, the Clinton Courier newspaper probably 2 weeks ago.
Oh, yeah.
And I gave you this Clinton Courier newspaper. And it shows some of the problems Norris is having with its water and sewer, especially sewer.
Yeah.
Of course, we're struggling to pay for it, and I'm not saying we should do this or not do it, but the paper says that Norris is going to have a $20 per month sewer rate increase across the board, phased in $5 a month for 3 or 4 months until they get it. And, you know, I'll be the last one to say that I'm in favor of increasing the water bills, but I also got no vote on the state coming in requiring us to do a bunch of stuff. And as a last minute thought, the next budget cycle, we could have a $10 or $5
Yeah.
and see if we got 3,000 customers, you know, $20 times 3,000, how much money will that generate for repairs for the water and sewer line? Just in-house, not necessarily grant money.
Correct, yeah. So something to, and thank you for posting, I read that article there, thank you.
Yeah, well, you got, the first one is the one Teresa's holding there that I put a 3 by 5 carton type of stuff on it.
Yeah.
This is the one that came out yesterday.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Yeah, so you've got one.
Okay.
And I ran it, see on the back, I've got the headlines, and then it's got discussion in it, so, because I know that when people come down here and complain, if you're aware Norris has got that $20 fee, we could point out that they can move to Morris and pay $20 more a month. They can stay here and save $20 a month.
Correct, for sure. Thank you, sir. All right, no old business, new business. Approval of emergency operations plan. Court.
So in your packets, you got a copy of the emergency operations plan. Like I said, it's included the drought management plan and cybersecurity. Every 5 years, this thing, 5 years as we submitted to the state. Now we do submit an updated contact list every year. So this is what I started on back in '22. Do you have any questions about this? And it's kind of geared towards your water and sewer plant.
I'll make a motion that we, approve the plan for the emergency operation plan.
Motion by Mr. Bass to approve the emergency operations plan. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Ms. Bailey. Any discussion?
Corey, is this based on like a disaster or something, or?
It's included in there. There's multiple disasters. I mean, storms, tornadoes, earthquakes, everything is included, even the droughts included in
Okay,
that
so
plan.
anything goes wrong, it's.
Yeah.
You're-
Yeah.
Any further discussion?
Are you satisfied that this is fairly doable? I mean, some of this stuff is really worst case.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I didn't read the whole, I did not read it word for word. I mean, I didn't have 3 days, but
Right. Right.
it's pretty detailed.
So you'll see there's a lot of assets and everything listed in here as well. Yeah, I mean, you take the time to read through it because it is pretty detailed. There's also the ordinance with that, so I mean, the ordinance number 2025-41-068. So that's what we would need to approve.
All right. Any further discussion? Roll call, Joe.
Robert Miller,
Yes.
Jeff Bass,
Yes.
Charlie Bailey,
Yes.
Bruce Management,
Yes,
Terry Holland,
Yes.
Becky Lane,
Yes.
pass.
Thank you, Joe. Item B, approval of cybersecurity plan.
So one thing TDEC or state requires you to do is to have a cybersecurity plan. So this is the same plan that is included in the emergency operations plan, but they require kind of a standalone ordinance. So ordinance number 2025-11-06B, ordinance of the Town of Oliver Springs adopting a cybersecurity plan.
I'll make the motion. Motion by Mr. Miller,
Second.
second by Ms. Van Hook. Any discussion? Roll call, Joe?
Robert Miller,
Yes.
Jeff Bass,
Yes.
Charlie Bailey.
Yes.
Teresa Van Hook.
Yes.
Terry Hall.
Yes.
Becky Lane.
Yes.
Thank you, Joe. Item C, approval of the credit card policy update.
So one of the things when the comptroller was in here 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, they required a credit card user agreement, credit card use policy. So we had already passed one before, so this is a substantial update from the previous credit card use policies. So there should be 3 sheets there. The very last sheet, it's the letter size, is the credit card user agreement that every employee that has a company credit card or signs one out has to sign this agreement. And also the main things are your credit card number or credit card limit. Employee signs it, city manager signs it, finance director would sign the city side, the water office manager signs anything for the utility side. So, Town of Oliver Springs ordinance number 2025-11-06. Ordinance the board mayor Alderman, Town of Oliver Springs, establish a credit card use policy and a credit card user agreement.
Motion on accept.
Motion by Mr. Bass to accept. Do we have a second?
Let me ask this question as a point of order. I've got where we passed the emergency operations plan. Did we pass the cybersecurity too?
Yes.
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 Okay. And so this is the credit card policy.
Yes. And a motion by Mr. Bass and second by Ms. Van Hook. Any discussion?
Or I didn't really see, like if the employee quits, that you hold his last check, do you get it? You need to have that in there.
So, common practice is you usually do that because you wait on the employee to turn in any type of keys, phones, any type of like city or company property. So that would be a case, yeah.
Make sure it's covered.
And that would include gas cards, any type of company property.
Thank you. Any further discussion? Roll call, Joe?
Robert Miller,
Yes.
Jeff Bass,
Yes.
Charlie Bailey,
Yes.
Teresa Van Hook,
Yes.
Terry Hall.
Yes.
Becky Lane.
Yes.
Thank you, Joe. Final item, approval of capital purchase of a 2023 Chevrolet 5500.
So this is the truck that we've been trying to purchase since probably June. At the recall, the truck was recently fixed here about 4 weeks ago. So it's my recommendation we purchase 2023 Chevrolet Silverado 5500 with utility bed. Purchase price is $66,952.85. One thing or two things that I did add on before we do pick that up is the spray and bed liner. That'd be on the top of the toolbox and kind of the back tailgates and the back bumper. And I went ahead and changed out the towing package and put a heavier duty towing package in on this. That would, the towing package upgrade is $995. Spray and bed liners would be right at $1,000, taking your total price to $68,947.
Didn't we already make the motion or in a previous meeting?
So,
Or,
I think it was for 60,000.
it was for
You're right.
60,000, and that would have been on the last, or FY 24-25.
okay.
Yep.
So do we have a motion to approve?
Motion on there, approval, $66,952.85 for the new truck.
Thank you, Mr. Bass. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Holland. Any,
I just want to know where it is in the budget.
So if you'll look on the very back sheet, now, it's not on this sheet. So the capital project forgot on this finance stuff. So you do have the money in for, which was carried over from the 24-25 to this current year. We did pull the vehicle purchase over. So it is under the capital project.
So do we have that up here with us? We don't have that right now.
No, it's not included on the back sheet of those.
How much do we have in the capital projects right now? Roughly.
Let's see, I'm not sure right offhand. We've not done much out of the capital. It might take me a minute to get through this. I'm not gonna pull it up over here. But the only capital you've spent currently out of your budget's through grants.
I thought all the capital expenditures have been grant related through the water sewer.
I've got everything saved in my Google Drive, and it's not pulling up for me.
Any further discussion while he's continuing to look that up?
Yeah, I would love to see if this passes that we have a good notebook, since this is the first vehicle we've had in a long time, but even a little cat scratch.
Yeah.
It's noted in that book.
Yeah, so it needs to be assigned to like one person, and that one person is responsible, yeah.
And he logs everything, when he changes the oil, when he.
That's what I started doing with my crew and all our trucks, is each truck is responsible for one guy, or one guy's responsible for each truck, and when something goes wrong,
I don't know, when we got these used ones, it was already had scratch on it, that kind of thing.
Right.
But this is starting
Yeah.
off new, it's
Yeah.
time to capture.
So you've got the 500,000 ARC, 500,000 CDBG, that's your grants. You got your 15 for your in-house water line replacement. You got the 63 from the 24-25 that was carried over, and 55 current year, and then you've got 97,000, that's for your current principal, and 157 is your state notes. So you're looking at roughly 130,000.
See, I know you mean. It's discretionary right now.
Sure. Sure.
So we'd be spending about half of it then.
Yeah. Which, I mean, that's what
Yeah,
your vehicle.
right. Okay. Thank you.
Sorry about that.
No, that's fine.
All right, I just had that handy.
any further discussion?
Question. Is it 66,952 or is it 68,947?
68,947, that includes the spray and bed liner plus the upgraded towing package.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay.
So Mr. Bass, do you want to?
I'll amend that to the proper price.
Yep. Thank you, Robert, well, yeah.
It's just money.
Yeah.
So we have the motion by Mr. Bass. Second by,
I say Bass made the motion, Hall seconded it.
yes. All right. Any further discussion? Roll call.
Robert Miller,
Yes.
Jeff Bass,
Yes.
Charlie Bailey,
Yes.
Teresa Van Der.
Yes.
Terry Holland.
Yes.
Becky Lane.
Yes.
Thank you, Joe. All right, no further water board agenda. Motion to adjourn? No move. All in favor, say aye. Call the Town of Oliver Springs City Council meeting for November the 6th to order. Roll call, Joe.
Robert Miller.
Here.
Jeff Bass.
Here.
Charlie Bailey.
Here.
Teresa Van Der.
Here.
Terry Holland.
Here.
Becky Devane.
Here.
We got 6 out of 6, we have a quorum.
Thank you, Joe. Will you please lead us in a word of prayer?
Our Father, we come before thy throne of grace tonight. We humble ourselves before you and ask for wisdom that we can deliberate, and we ask for mercy that we can do it in a way that would bring honor and glory for you. We pray for the hearts and minds and souls of our elected officials and our appointed officials on all levels of government, that they could turn to you. They could follow your commandment where you say, love thy neighbor as thy love thyself. Pray that we wouldn't hear the disturbing language where one person hates another person, that one person wishes another person to be assassinated, or those types of comments. Help us to realize that we have differences of opinion, but the Christian love and the indwelling presence of the Holy Spirit is the lubricant by which we get through these rough places, and we do things that will bring honor and glory to you. Further your kingdom here on earth and help our fellow citizens. We pray for all of our folks in public safety that keep us safe and protect us, and we pray for our troops at home and abroad that you will give them peace. Once again, we pray for world peace in all these hot spots. We ask all these things in thy Son's name. Amen.
Amen. Attention, salute, pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Amen. Yes, sir. All right, can we get a motion to approve the minutes from the October 2nd meeting?
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Mr. Miller, do we have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Bass. Any discussion? No discussion. Roll call, Joe.
Robert Miller,
Yes, sir.
Jeff Bass,
Yes.
Charlie Bailey,
Pass.
Teresa Van Der,
Yes.
Terry Holland,
Yes.
Becky Devane.
Yes.
Pass.
Thank you, Joe. All right, at this time, delegation from citizens. If anybody would like to come forward and speak, just come to the podium and state your name and your item of business.
Hi guys, I'm Jimmy with Fast and Classic Car Club. Hey, I wanted to come up here and tell you guys, thank y'all so much for allowing us to come into your town and put on the car show that we put on, okay? It's amazing, okay? All of the love and support that we got from everybody down, from the police department to the waterworks, everybody opened, they welcomed us with open arms. That is incredible, okay? So I wanted to come and tell y'all thank you. Putting on car shows is what we do, okay? And we do it well. From all the cities that we put them on, okay? I guess we feel more at home here than we do anywhere else. And so, I don't know what to say other than, you guys are incredible. This town's incredible because this is where I grew up at. And it was an honor to be able to come back, because I've been gone forever. But to be able to come home and do something for the town that I grew up in was amazing. And so thank you all for allowing me to do that. Now, what Fast and Classy does, we do raise a lot of money, but we also give out a lot of money to folks that is unfortunate and things of that nature. And so I got a check here for you guys to, that we want to present to you, okay? I don't know who I give it to, but,
No,
okay. There, yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, he's just stealing.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Thank you. Cool.
So, but,
What's it to be used for? What's it to be used for?
the money,
Yeah.
whatever y'all want to use it for. I don't care what you do.
Donation.
Yep.
Okay.
So, but I do want to say this. David, you guys rock. I'm telling you that. Rusty, where you at? There you are. You guys were phenomenal. Thank you so much. Okay?
Well, I want to say thank you. Jimmy called me up, I think it was last week or week before. It was right after October Sky and said, hey, can I come and just speak? And absolutely. And when I first became mayor, Jimmy called me and said, can we add that car show to October Sky Festival downtown? And he said, I want to give back to my town. And I said, absolutely, we would love it. And I think Alyssa Disney, Devaney's Eating Treats, Ruby's Diner, record days down there. I mean, nonstop. And, so we're thankful. I'm thankful. And, that my uncle, I know he's my uncle and I love him.
Right.
And we actually share the same birthday, but thank you for reinvesting back into the community.
Right.
And loving Oliver Springs the way you do.
Right.
So,
Thank you.
yeah.
So all I can say, guys, this thing's only gonna get bigger. I can tell you that, the show's only gonna get bigger.
For sure. I mean, this year was close to 200 cars.
Yeah.
I mean, so hopefully next year maybe 250, who knows? So,
Well, we're pushing for 300.
oh, go big or go home.
I don't know,
For sure.
I don't know exactly what we're gonna put them, but we'll put them somewhere.
We'll make room. We'll make room. So,
Okay.
all right. Thank you.
So, I'll hush but I just want to say thank you.
Mr. Mayor, point of thought, of course, you and I graduated from the school that's not in there anymore.
Exactly.
Down, got that field.
Yeah.
We take that, cut a hole in that fence, or there's a gate or some way to get into it. We could, take paint off parking places, you get 200 cars in that grass. 300 cars, and that'd be real close to Airhead Park.
I mean,
People don't like going in grass. I keep people cars in town.
there's millions of dollars worth of cars.
Yeah, they are.
So, Jimmy, thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Thank you. Anyone else like to come address?
My name's Jerry White, and I'm here on behalf of the Oliver Springs Historical Society. Just wanted to make everybody aware that we're going to be a part of the Christmas in the City on December the 6th. We'll have the museum open. Folks will be able to tour the museum, and there's no cost for any of that. Also, we have the big vintage sled that we're going to put out front. People are more than welcome to bring their children or their families to have pictures made with that sled. Inside, we'll have the fireplace lit, and I'm sure Santa Claus will be there. More places to make pictures of. And our ladies are going to provide some kind of drink, a hot chocolate or maybe a soft drink and cookies or something. So we're just inviting everybody to come out and be a part of our Christmas in the City.
Thank you, Jerry.
Thank you. Thanks, Jerry.
Thank you. Anyone else want to come and address? Okay. Mayor update real quick. So a little story today. Went to Vanderbilt. Had some testing that needed to be done on my eyes, and so whenever I went, stopped at Cracker Barrel today and had lunch with my wife. And for the first time in 15 years, I had a bite. Actually, I had a whole piece of bacon. And so I'm allergic to beef and pork. Have been for 15 years due to Lone Star tick allergy caused by alpha-gal syndrome, being bit by a tick. So for 15 years I've eaten fish and pork, fish, and chicken and turkey and seafood. So roughly a month and a half ago, I started a new regimen. It was acupuncture along with a spray. Was created by a guy out of Maryland, a doctor. And so today, and also I've also got my Benadryl just in case I do have a reaction and all the other stuff I do. But today at 12:30, I ate my first piece of bacon. So when I say I'm thankful, I'm very thankful. And I've not had a reaction yet. Usually the reaction time is about 4 to 6 hours. So here we are, almost 7 hours after ingestion, and no reaction. So I am very thankful that I am optimistic about the fact that I can eat beef and pork. And that may seem insignificant to you all, but I'm going somewhere with this, okay? So I try, if you'll notice in text messages when you talk to me, I always try to tell people thank you, right? I do. Like I bend over backwards to tell people thank you. And there's a reason I do this. Because the Bible is very clear. It says, I think 15 times in the Bible, in the New Testament, it says, this is the will of God, okay? W-I-L-L, will of God. Means things that God takes pleasure in. So He takes pleasure when we give thanks. 1 Corinthians, or 1 Thessalonians 5:17, and everything give thanks, for this is the will of God in Christ Jesus concerning you. So I always try to be thankful for what is to be thanked for, right? And the Bible also says in Romans chapter 1 that a tall tale sign of a godless individual is the fact that they are not thankful. Think about that. Throughout the month of November, what are you thankful for? And I'm thankful for the partnerships of like Fast and Classy and others. And I think of, you know, they don't, I don't know what they donate to the town. I have no clue. $250. You know, so I'm thankful for that. October Sky was a huge success. I don't know, do we have a number, how many people we think was there? 10,000, 12,000?
Somewhere between 7,000 and 8,000
Yeah.
went under the trestle inside the park.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's incredible. There was more downtown as well. That probably, I know a lot of people made the trek back and forth. I'm sure some didn't. So, I mean, incredible success. I know our local vendors had success. So I'm very thankful for that. And with that, I will hush. Corey?
Mr. Mayor, if I could interrupt you.
Yes.
From a county, perhaps the mayor would have the authority to have that for a particular charity, or a particular event. Town council, upon motion and second, might make that decision. That's not my decision. To me, it's my responsibility. Those gifts probably were earmarked when the organizations gave them. This is not earmarked.
Okay.
And it could get lost simply in the budget.
For sure. Thank you, Joe. All right. Corey?
Fall pickup began November the 3rd. It's going to run through November 26th. We'll be doing the leaf pickup all month as well. Just residents, just make sure piles are at the roadside. Events Saturday, December the 6th. The Downtown Christmas in Oz starts at 2 p.m., runs through 5 p.m. with the Christmas tree lighting at 5:30 at the flag park. One thing that Chief Lax and myself have been working on the past couple of weeks is getting the lights ordered, decorations and everything for the Christmas tree lighting. Again, what Mr. White mentioned earlier, we've got events all over town. Main Street Library, Sharps Funeral Home, and Historical Society Museum will be open as well. Saturday, December the 20th, will be the Christmas parade. Lineup begins at 5 p.m., parade at 6 p.m. Street department updates, paving, Airport Road, Rogers Group, it's on schedule. The one thing that we've got to do in-house is replacing the water line from Midway Lane to roughly Sycamore Lane or the railroad tracks there. The other road that we're looking at paving is Cemetery Road. We're waiting on quotes for those. The speed tables, Chief Lax and myself met with JB Asphalt a couple of weeks ago. Looking like estimated install date of early December. That will be 1 speed table on Richards Drive and 2 on Midway. The street department will be installing the speed table signs, kind of where they're at before, warning location signs. That'll be probably next week. Insurance. So we've been looking at changing our property liability and workers' comp insurance. I had a couple of meetings with risk insurers. So one thing we're looking at doing is going open market now. So currently you're with PEP, who is a pool insurance where you're in a pool with multiple other cities. So if other cities have a claim, that directly affects your insurance rates. So going open market, I mean, risk insurers is kind of, guaranteed us, we save on workers' comp about $30,000. So we're at least looking at switching to workers' comp this year. We're gonna try to get the property and liability, kind of get the quotes in. If we get those in time, obviously we'll look at those. If not, we're definitely looking at changing the workers' comp. The Arrowhead Park update, Army Corps of Engineers, there's no real updates there. Only other thing I've got is your financials. The one thing I did have in the packets was the bank statements. I did leave those at your seat. Your general fund currently at $120,974.38. State Street aid, $214,096.21. Your drug fund, $13,482.94. The judge account, $738.51. Financials. If you'll look at your spreadsheet, big thing on there, your September, October, you're seeing your property taxes come in. Your July, August, your other months, you're basically operating off of reserves and sales tax. Do you have any questions about or do you have time to look through the?
I looked at it today. It looked to me like there were a few places where we were a little bit over. I mean, we're 4 months in, so we're a third of the way through the year. So I just multiplied those numbers back times 3 to see where, so there were a few items where I was concerned that we were going to be over budget. We're just going to have to kind of watch it, I think.
Sure. Now, on page 3, again, what we discussed in the water board meeting, your city manager salaries is currently paid through the water fund for probably the next 6 months. So again, we kind of looked at your bank statements, kind of where we are with the amounts in there, kind of made a few changes there. The other change we're looking at again is moving BB2, the collection system for probably 3 to 4 months. So we've taken some steps to go ahead and kind of get ahead of the expense. That's all I've got.
Thank you, Corey. Robert Miller.
Yes, sir. I've lived at my residence for 33 years. Every Halloween we've had between 150 to 300 kids. I've never been so disappointed. 62 years God put me on this earth. We had 37 kids Halloween night.
I know over on Norwood Drive.
That's where they were all at.
They was about 1,200 to 1,300, what I was told. At Edmonds Drive and Chris Circle, yeah.
I had several of my neighbors call me and say, hey, what's the deal? I'm like, I got no idea. I said, I'm just as surprised and disheartened as you are.
Wow.
But it really shocked me that we only had 37 kids.
Yep.
Yeah, of course, I know there were several trunk or treats going on.
Yeah.
Plus the Norwood, Duncan Drive, or the Duncan Drive and Edmonds thing that's put on every year, but it disheartened a lot of people in the subdivision.
Maybe we can somehow next year maybe promote Sleepy Hollow, because I know when I grew up on Sleepy Hollow, first 17 years of my life, and we had, even back then, that was the 80s and 90s, we'd have 200 or 300, 300 or 400 kids every Halloween, so,
yeah.
That's all.
It was eerie, it was so quiet. But.
Wow.
Of course, they give bigger kids time to get out and do some means, but. Yeah.
All right, Charlie, it's Operation Sleepy Hollow for next year. So, all right.
But, I was gonna ask you, Corey, about when they were gonna put the speed tables in and come back in town and do their, finish up their cuts.
So they did, 2 weeks ago, I think it might be 3 weeks ago, they've come in and got all the water cuts completed.
So everything, all that's done now?
So the water cuts are, unless anything's obviously come up in the last few weeks, but, they did say that they're covered up right now. They're trying to do a little bit here and there just to kind of get people satisfied, kind of caught up, but they did, like I said, they met with Chief Lax and myself out there on Richards and Midway, looked at the locations and said it'd probably be first, second week of December when they would circle back around and get us.
Will it still be warm enough?
If it don't turn cold and the plant shut down.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be a high of 35 Monday.
Hey, don't say it, Joe. I work outside, man. Come on. Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's cold wave coming down.
Monday, Tuesday, and it's dropping right on.
that's all I got, sir.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Bass.
Well, I'd just like to thank all the city employees for all the great work they do around our town, especially the week of the Oktoberfest where they got everything cleaned up, looking nice and spiffy for everyone coming in.
Yeah.
And that's all I have.
It did, it looked good.
Yeah.
I mean, the number of compliments was incredible.
Oh, yeah.
So, thank you guys, for sure. Thank you, Mr. Bass. Miss Bailey?
I did want to piggyback off what Jason said about the Booster Club, and their donation to the parks. I know that was a little bit of a sensitive subject with them taking up money for parking, but, their donation to the parks was very generous. I felt like there's a lot of work that goes into that festival from a lot of different people and the parks in general, so I just want to say thank you to them. The other thing I had was I wanted to see if we could talk about setting a date for a workshop to talk about some charter changes. If that's possible.
Yeah, we've discussed it a few times, and I would like to maybe first week or two of December, maybe have like a budget meeting, but for charter. If that's what you were thinking, I don't
That's
know.
what I was going to do.
Okay. So if council, if y'all would entertain that, and any ideas you have for, I know Corey's got some things he's been cooking on, for charter changes, so.
When do those, do we have time to get them in for the General Assembly?
It'll be close.
Ed Butler, I've spoke to, well, it's been a couple months, but he said, you know, even like last year, Brian Langley for Morgan County, they had a charter change, and they literally did it on the last day of the legislative cycle, which is
From a procedural standpoint, there's a cutoff. The General Assembly will meet on a day in January, I guess, and then they'll adjourn for a period of time and get organized, and then during this organization, they will set a cutoff date for all public acts and private acts to be submitted.
Right.
And see if we're not ready with our drafts to be submitted in time, then we're looking not in the general sessions in 2026, but in 2027.
Yeah.
And see, I don't know if so you've got to draft them, and that's legal work, quite bluntly. It may be that we could give a rough draft and the people in Nashville will rewrite it anyway. In my experience, I have written some of the charter changes, and I sent it to Nashville, and generally with the exception of the city judge and the city court clerks that I wrote back 20, 30 years ago, they rewrite them down there to fit their legislative language. They got a whole staff that's their job, is to write the laws for consideration. So it's tedious too, and generally you have to have a unanimous vote. And sometimes the General Assembly will submit it, approve it, send it back. Sometimes they'll approve it, send it back for town council to approve what the General Assembly's passed. So it's it's a drafting, intense drafting exercise.
Okay. So do we want to look at a day in December, or do we want to pick this up at the council meeting in 2 weeks and talk about it again, or?
Just remember, we'll have Thanksgiving
Oh, that's right.
and Christmas,
That's right, yeah.
and we have all these events, and there'll be family parties and, employment parties and things like that to go to, and first thing you know, we have a workshop, we got 2 people here.
Right, yeah.
If I were
Ball games,
to do it, I'd do it real fast.
Yeah.
I mean, I would move it before the next meeting if I were going to schedule a workshop.
Okay.
I would have it before the next meeting. If you have any intention of getting it to the General Assembly
Correct.
in 2026.
Yeah.
now you could schedule meetings in January after the holidays and shoot for 2027. And now we could have it ready.
I mean, if somebody wants to roll with next week, I'll clear my schedule one evening to make it happen. I don't know what your all schedules look like.
What's Corey's?
So your next meeting would be Thursday, November the 20th.
Which
So,
probably not gonna happen. That's Thanksgiving.
That'd be the week before
No,
Thanksgiving,
Thanksgiving's
because
like-
Thanksgiving's the
That's
27th.
right, it's the 27th, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll be out of town Friday, a week from tomorrow till Wednesday before the meeting.
so
Not that I have to be here, but I just remember
Veterans Day, the 11th, so that'd be next Tuesday.
You said you're leaving when, Joe?
Friday, week 14th.
Well, if it's plane flies,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they're canceling.
We're on
flights left and
Cuba
right.
again.
there's flies. There's not flying.
So maybe you want to try to do something next Thursday,
Yeah, we could,
13th?
Yeah.
Just to kind of get the ball rolling?
Yeah.
See where we are.
yeah. And if there's no interest, then there's no interest. If there is, there is. Let's just say the 13th, 6 o'clock, 6:30.
Earlier the better.
So,
Honestly, I think that'll be really hard for Joe if he flies. to be
On
honest.
Thursday.
He's gonna be,
I gotta
he's gonna be at the
hospital.
airport at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
2 a.m. Friday morning.
Yeah, yeah.
Joe, what kind
It's
of?
horrible when you're going to Cuba. It's really bad. Worst possible place to try to go.
Well, being the first meeting, would that be necessary, Joe would have to be here, or
That's up to you all.
we could record it or something?
Well, if it's a workshop, I don't keep minutes anyway, in that regard.
I like your input though,
Yeah.
for the legalities of it
Yeah.
sometimes.
I don't think.
The only other option would be Wednesday, the 12th.
Well, you do, I mean, I.
I just know that would be really hard on him.
Yeah,
On Wednesday, the 12th, I've got to go and meet with our team leader to get visas.
But we were talking about evening.
Well, Keith said from 6 to 8 at Second Baptist in Clinton.
Oh, evening? What about Monday evening, the 10th? Is anybody, that problem for anybody?
I could do that. So,
I've got 7 meetings Monday.
What's wrong with 8?
Why not more?
Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, whatever.
Corey, big day, let's roll.
I mean, if you want to do it Monday, let's do it.
From a meeting.
Okay. 6 o'clock, Monday, the 10th,
Okay.
let's make it happen. Anything else, Ms. Clay?
That's all.
That's all, thank you, ma'am. Ms. Van Hook?
Nothing at this time.
Mr. Holland?
Corey, when do you project the guys that transition to downtown area on the cleanup?
On the cleanup,
Yeah.
is Rusty still here?
Yeah, he's hosted here.
I'm not sure.
They're not separating downtown and Norwood or anything, they're just going all over town.
Oh, I mean, that's good to pass on. And every year I try to tell everybody that you can't beat for your tax money and people drag all your mess off.
So one thing people can do is call Indy, call the office and let them know when they get stuff put out. That way we can kind of plan around that.
In worst case scenario, if you don't know, go pick it up, stick it out there anyways, at least you got it halfway out of the yard.
Yeah. For sure.
I think after that, we need to really start enforcing these messy yards.
Yeah.
And
Mr. Mayor, will City Hall be closed on Veterans Day?
Do what?
Will City Hall be closed on Veterans Day?
Yes.
Our workshop is when City Hall's closed, so that it may not matter.
No, our workshop.
Monday to
is
Monday, the 10th. Veterans Day is the 11th.
Okay,
Yeah.
That's it.
that's fine.
So, anything else, Mr. Holland?
You saying something, Russ?
Yeah, we're not picking up garbage, household garbage.
Okay.
A lot of people's putting their garbage out that waste management will pick up. So we're leaving it.
Yeah, you can't beat the waste management. If it fits in the trash bag, they usually pick it up. You know, so let's go with that too. That's all.
Thank you, Mr. Holland. Ms. Devaney?
Nothing at this time.
Nothing at this time. I will say this, I did forget, I failed to mention this, and I apologize, Chief. Our next OS beautification project is underway. And hopefully next week, you will see the fruits of our labor. So I have purchased, I think, everything that's needed. And if there's anything that does come up that is needed, then I will continue to purchase it. So I want everybody to know it's no cost to the town. And so hopefully this time next week, you're going to see something that we can all be proud of. And so I'm looking forward to what Rusty and the guys have planned for us. David?
Mr. Mayor?
Yes.
I got one more item before the comment.
Sorry.
You should have in your packet some information about our city election. About a month ago, I got an email from the County Election Commission, and the mayor mentioned a year or so ago that the law had changed that might impact the city elections where the way our councilmen are elected. And he asked me to look at the law and take the lead on it. And so I did, and I wrote a letter to the lady at MTOS that gave us an opinion letter back. And in summary, if our councilmen are elected by voters only within their ward, that is not allowed under the new law. But our councilmen are elected, they're nominated from a ward, but they're elected at large. And that takes the town's elections outside of that. The Rome County Election Commission called for an opinion from our city attorney. Since I'm not the city attorney, I can't give the opinion. That would confirm my opinion and the MTOS attorney's opinion, where that he could schedule our elections that will be roughly a year from now, I believe, for several of our council seats. Now, there's two ways that can be accomplished. I don't have the authority to request the letter from the city attorney. That's not my job description. That would be in the mayor's job description or in the county council's job description. And I'll just leave it to y'all to decide whether Mayor Stiltner writes the letter, and I'll be glad to help write the letter and send it down to our city attorney, or there could be a motion and second from town council to instruct the mayor to do it, or to instruct staff to do it, and, you know, in that instance, I would be staff. It's y'all's choice. Now, I didn't get that in my package, but our city secretary said y'all had it. I don't know if y'all had it or not.
We do.
Okay.
Yeah, it's right here,
It's thick,
and I read it.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
See, that does take action by town council or by the mayor.
I will do as this council wishes, or I don't want to make a unilateral decision, but I believe what Joe, we do need to ask Tyler, the city attorney, what his opinion is. So,
Sounds like that's what they want.
yes, it is. So, do y'all want to make a motion in a second, or do you just want me to, again, it's out in the open, so it's not like this is behind closed doors.
And something has to be done.
Okay, so a motion by Mr. Bass,
Second.
second by Ms. Van Hook. Any discussion? Roll call, Joe.
Okay. Robert Miller.
Yes, sir.
Jeff Bass.
Yes.
Charlie Bates.
Yes.
Lisa Van Hook.
Yes.
Terry Holland.
Yes.
Becky Devaney.
Yes.
Thank you, Joe. All right.
The first thing was the activity reports. Is there any questions on any of that? Second item I've got before you is you know, the THSO grant we get every year to buy equipment and overtime with officers. The need that we submitted for this year in the grant that we were approved for is purchase of new radar units. The state of Tennessee is 100% reimbursed. Only thing it costs the town is the initial purchase, but we reimbursed it. Before I can move forward and, check, make sure, make the order when we have the money available. But I've got to get y'all's approval to purchase first.
I'll make the motion that we approve the purchase of new radars.
Motion by Mr. Bass, do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Ms. Van Hook.
They'd actually authorize you to apply for the grant, wouldn't it?
They already gave me that, and we've got the grant. This is to actually make the purchase now.
Okay. How much is it? Do you have that data?
Yeah, it was in, you're talking about the initial purchase?
Yeah, what we're gonna approve.
Yeah, I'll just give you my copy if you're in the packet here. Activity reports. This right here.
Did I have that? Is this in the packet?
Yeah, but I think she put it in with activity. See where the badge is in your packet? It's in there somewhere. I think it's in the packet.
That should be back page or back 2 pages.
Yeah, here, I'll give it back to you.
So we have a motion, we have a second. Have the amount. Any further discussion? Roll call, Joe.
Robert Miller,
Yes, sir.
Jeff Bass,
Yes.
Charlie Bailey,
Yes.
Teresa Van Hook,
Yes.
Terry Hall,
Yes.
Mickey Devane.
Yes.
There.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Chief Bailey. No old business, new business. Approval of the occupational health and safety plan.
So one thing, again, this is a 5-year thing. State of Tennessee requires you to submit. This is just basically, what it says, a health and safety plan. Just addresses roles and responsibilities of the mayor, the board, city manager, just on down. But it goes to safety procedures, PPE requirements, stuff like that, for all departments. And it just needs board approval.
I make a motion that we approve the occupational health and safety plan.
Motion made by Mr. Bass to approve. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Ms. Van Hook. Any discussion?
Corey, do we get any kind of outside training?
So we've not, in the past probably 2 years, but it is available through multiple organizations. So it's one of the things we are going to start back with.
We might need to. We have a government job out on really.
Yeah.
Good. Any further discussion? Roll call, Joe.
Robert Miller,
Yes, sir.
Jeff Bass,
Yes.
Charlie Bailey,
Yes.
Teresa Van Hook,
Yes.
Terry Hall,
Yes.
Becky Devane.
Yes.
Passed.
Thank you, Joe. Item B, approval of capital purchase for school zone safety sign.
So a couple of weeks ago, Chief and myself had got a couple of complaints about the school zone light on the opposite end of the school, or the, I guess the DAV side of the school not working. So once we went and looked at it, looks like CUB had replaced the power pole and cut the existing power loose and removed the meter. So this kind of started a few other things in motion. So looking at the school zone safety lights, they're supposed to be a minimum of 200 foot away from school property. So the sign needs to be either moved or a new one purchased on the opposite side of the bridge. So what we're looking at doing is just to get one back in service is buying one solar double flashing beacon school zone system. Not going to cooperate with that.
I'll make a trip up there tomorrow.
It,
See what I can do.
I did call twice and have had very little success, so, I mean, if you wanna.
Yeah, my neighbor across the street works there.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's Austin in the morning.
All right. Any further discussion?
So how much of our state street aid is earmarked right now then, Corey?
So right now, you've just got one bid out, and that's Airport Road.
Right.
And then you've got
Minus the speed
And the
table.
speed
tables, so you've got 123, and then 3 of speed tables.
7,400 for speed table.
So you're right around 131,000. So with this, it'd be around 135,000.
And we have how much, 214? Thank you.
Well, it's good to know that it's not coming out of general.
General fund couldn't stand it.
Yeah, so,
Should have made that clear.
yeah,
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
no worries. Okay. All right. Well, roll call, Joe.
Robert Miller,
Yes, sir.
Jeff Bass,
Yes.
Charlie Bailey,
Yes.
Lisa Van Hook,
Yes.
Terry Holland,
Yes.
Becky Devane.
Yes.
Thank you, Joe. Final item, discuss legal options regarding CNC trucking and road damage on Oliver and Norwood Drive.
So you have a copy of the letter that was sent out back in April, and there's been no response from that. Based off the discussion that we had had before, my recommendation that we proceed with filing a lawsuit against CNC Trucking. And we're now at $11,300 plus attorney fee, court costs.
Any discussion on this from council?
Did Nick not send him an updated letter?
Tyler?
Or
City
Tyler,
attorney.
I'm sorry.
City attorney.
Tyler,
That would have been the letter, this is the only letter that's been sent out.
that one in.
I mean, I'm not opposed to having reach out and try to mediate. I'm not doing it, but have somebody reach out and mediate and try to, you know,
So we did, kind of at the bottom of that memo, leave the authorization for the city manager to communicate and negotiate directly with legal counsel and evaluate settlement options in the best interest of town of Oliver Springs.
yeah. I mean, give it one last chance and, you know,
For what it's worth, based on what I have seen in this particular situation for the past several months, I don't think he has any incentive to come to mediation or to really talk settlement because he told us how he'd settle. I don't think he would modify any type of settlement. He probably would say that because we didn't accept his settlement offer, we're wrong, and he's right. So in that regard, if you want to get any kind of leverage, you just file the lawsuit against him and get him served. You get a judgment for $11,000, $12,000, maybe he fights it, maybe he doesn't. But you may find you may have trouble collecting it because he doesn't have anything in his name. Or he goes into bankruptcy court. And you get paid with an order from bankruptcy court discharging the debt perhaps. So, you know, there's no easy answer, there's no for sure answer. But I would think if you wanted to move it along, you'd just authorize the litigation and perhaps it would settle in some fashion.
it's the will of the council. Just for the record, it's not the will of the mayor. It's the will of council.
Well, he's been down to visit us and he wasn't very pleasant. He clearly stated he did not seem to intend to cooperate.
That was a very passionate meeting,
He was.
so. Anybody else have any suggestions or thoughts?
I'd offer this, if the city attorney has on a percentage set over the recovery, if you don't collect anything, all the city's out is, say, $500 court costs. If you're paying the city attorney an hourly rate, then the city's out the court costs, plus his attorney fee, whether you win, lose, or draw, whether you collect any money or don't collect any money. You may end up getting a judgment, but like I said before, the judgment may not be collectible
Right.
because he's got no property or assets that's in his name. You say, well, it's got trucks and paving equipment and so forth like that. Yes, they could be in his name, but if they have a mortgage against it, there's no equity. So there's nothing to sell. And people are known to put their property in somebody else's name too. So there's all kinds of wrinkles that you have to deal with. And I have no idea what kind of contract the city attorney has for this particular case. He may consider to be hourly work.
We want to reach out to Tyler and ask what Joe just said, and then come back and revisit this at the next meeting.
Sure.
So, I think we'll just table it, find out the answer to that question, and then just, move forward.
I assume we have a contract with him, right, with city attorney for his services? It
Yes.
should stipulate probably. Whether a
Well, see,
case
the
like
contract
this.
may call for consultations and things like that. It may not mention litigation. Because many times your litigation is handled by insurance companies. And see, the insurance company pays the insurance company lawyer, and the city attorney may or may not be involved, simply because why should the city pay for a lawyer, and then the insurance company pay for a lawyer to do the same job?
Right. Yeah. Okay. All right, Corey, you got your homework?
I got it.
You got it wrote down? Motion to adjourn.
So move.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.